Hi, this is a quick disclaimer. So, at the beginning of the video, and I think a couple times throughout the episode, we talk about how this is the first live video recorded podcast. You can tell that is clearly not true. There was a little technical difficulties on my end, so we didn't actually capture any video, but we did get the audio. So please enjoy the audio of this, and maybe we'll try again to get a live video recording. I guess it's not live if it's recorded. You get the idea. Okay, bye. Alright, everybody, welcome to a very special Monday night tonight on Monday night. You can see this is pre-recorded, so it is the morning. Pretty early in the morning, if you ask me.
Don't break the illusion, man.
Sorry. This is the nighttime of the morning on Sunday.
I can barely see you. It's so dark.
Yeah. And today I have a very special guest, a very good friend of mine, and I thought since I'm gonna have him in studio, we do a visual recording to this. So this only goes up on YouTube. So if you're just kind of having it in the background, you won't have any of the delightful visual aids. Not that I think you'll need any of it, but it's a little bonus treat for people who are
Have you ever done this before?
watchers. I've never done the video, no.
I feel honored, dude.
Yeah, this is the first. Well, because nobody's ever come over to actually record.
I thought you were going to say nobody's ever bothered to watch it.
Yeah. Oh man, the mouse pad is. It's really obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should just get it out of the way so people aren't.
Yeah, pass it over here. I'll
Wondering.
take care of it for you.
I bought this mouse pad on Etsy.
Oh,
Yeah,
get
put
rid
it
of
on your
for
side
you.
because it's not as
There
bright.
you go.
No,
It's gone.
no, please. It's my most prized possession.
Actually, kind of crusty.
Yeah, it does have some gunk on it. I got this mouse pad on Etsy. It's one of my favorite things I own. It's actually really comfortable. I've been made fun of for it.
Does Alex still like his? Does he use his? Probably doesn't.
He doesn't. He
Oh my god.
says he hides it from his family. I don't know if they've ever seen it.
What an asshole, dude. I spent good money on that.
It's so weird. For a person who literally lives in a basement, you would think that... Sorry, that's an inside joke. Alex sleeps in his basement some days. We're gonna cut that. we're gonna cut that. So that was a cut. You might have saw a jump cut there. We cut something.
So you're cutting all this? This is good content.
We just had a jump cut. We're back. So I have today my good friend Sean McKelvey. Oh, do you
cut
want
the
your full
whole
name?
beginning? You cut the whole beginning out?
He's here. I thought I have some different topics I'd like to talk to you about.
Alright, go ahead, shoot.
But feel free if you want to talk about something else. And whatever you want to talk about. This is a very relaxed, loose kind of setup.
I feel very loose.
Oh god, I'm regretting this already.
Go ahead.
So you built a computer recently,
I did.
and it's finished now.
Yeah, pretty much.
What are you missing?
I don't think I'm missing anything. I didn't want to answer that right away without thinking about it.
Oh, okay.
I think so I built everything, except I didn't have a Wi-Fi adapter, so I couldn't really use it for a little while until I ordered that, put it in. That's about it.
Thrilling.
So my old roommate Luke, he came over and helped me put it together.
Oh, that's
you
nice.
know Luke, right?
Yeah,
So he
I met
put
him.
it together, and that's what he used to do. He worked on computers, and he was a computer major until he switched to religion. For some reason.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's happy with it, I guess. He doesn't do anything with it, but he feels enlightened.
So he has like just a general theology major.
He did. I feel bad because I don't know exactly.
We can cut it if it's wrong.
No, it's okay because
We're cutting a lot of this.
No, it's alright. But anyway, so he was helping me put it together, and he was showing me how everything goes. You put the motherboard in here, you put the processor on here, you put a little bit of dab on it, and then
I still have some of that somewhere.
and then you put the heatsink on. So we did that, and he goes, "All right, what else you got?" And I go, "How about this?" And he goes, "That's a heatsink. We just put that on. This one's way better. Why didn't you tell me you had it?" I was like, "Oh, I didn't really know what it was." And he goes, all right, well, we need to take this one off. We need some rubbing alcohol. But I didn't have any, so we had to run out to CVS at like 11 o'clock on a Sunday night.
Oh my god.
Well, but we did it.
So what, did you guys use like the one that came with the processor, I guess?
Yeah.
So I bought one separate for mine when I built my computer, and me and my friend Rizzo, we tried to put it in, and it like, I don't know if it wasn't like the right type so it wouldn't fit, or Rizzo's a very impatient person and was like trying to jam stuff in so it broke. So one of the pins broke so it wouldn't sit right. So I'm like, fuck. Now I'm going to have to buy a new one. And he goes, no, we have this other one that's so much smaller and actually like fit on it. So we just use the stock one. But I don't think it really makes a difference. I guess it depends on how much of your computer you use.
Yeah, if you're using it a lot, it makes a big difference. But you'll probably be fine.
Well, how many cores do you have?
What?
Do you got like an i5, i7?
Oh no, I don't have Intel. I got a RG 3700 or something like that. RGX 3700.
It's pretty edgy. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means either. When you ask me.
I just went on PC Part Picker. And
I did the same thing.
I was just like, ooh, this case is green, so I'll pick that. And then anything that fits in it that's cheap, I'll get that too. My
case is gigantic, dude. I didn't look at the size when I picked it up. It's literally like this big.
That's too big. Mine's like a good size, and like it has like the right kind of like, I guess, bevels where like when you pick it up, it like sits well and it's not too heavy.
Yeah, it looks like a good size.
But, yeah, it's pretty good. I started doing this thing where I bought like external peripherals. Like I have an external hard drive, and then like extra USB ports, and I just got command strips and kind of stuck them on the side so it looks like it's all part of it.
It looks cool, honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty rad. The microphone's... okay, I got scared because I thought the light for the microphone wasn't on.
No, it was just us going like this the whole time, no sound.
But I did... So when I built mine, I had somebody help me, Rizzo, and we were like putting all the plugs in all the spots, and he had just built his computer, and I went over and helped him like a week before. So we're like plugging everything in, and then we're finally done, and he goes, all right, hit the power button, let's see it light up. And I press it, and nothing happens. And then I like press it again, and he's like, oh, dude, the power supply's not on, let me turn that on. I'm like, great. And I press it again, nothing happens. I'm like, what the hell did you do? And he goes, I don't know, but...
Was it not plugged in?
I gotta go. And he left, and I'm sitting there like, what the hell did we do wrong? And then like I opened it back up, looked at everything, and then I saw that there was one port that we like weren't super confident that like a plug should go there, and I'm like, I think this is wrong. And it was like a port just for like the lights in the case, so it's not really all that important. But because that was in the wrong spot, the whole thing wouldn't turn on. So I like swapped it out and put it in a different thing, and it turned on. These things are finicky.
It was fun though. 10 out of 10 would do it again. In like 10 years.
Yeah, there you go.
Spent so much money.
I don't understand people who are like, oh, I gotta go out and get a new graphics card after they just bought one like a year before. It's like with iPhones, where like new one comes out and they're like, well, I can't play The Witcher 3 unless I have this i600 graphics card.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do yet, dude. I haven't even used my graphics card. I spent like $260 on it or something.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How many fans does it have?
Just one or two.
Oh, if it has two, then it's rad. If it only has one, it's pretty lame.
It has two.
Sick. That's pretty sick. Mine only has one.
It's pretty lame.
Mine was like $150, I think. But I had, when I was in grade school, I guess it was like 7th or 8th grade, my best friend at the time, Jordan, was really into PC gaming. And he had like StarCraft and we'd play RuneScape and stuff all the time. And he kept telling me to get Steam and play CSGO with him. But then he finally told me about this game, Mercenaries 2. And he's like, you can go online and we can like roam around with each other.
Kill people, dude.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that sounds pretty rad. So I went out and I bought the game. I had to get my dad to buy it for me because it was rated T for teen. So then,
You still do that?
yeah, I still call my dad up to buy rated T for teen games. I stay away from the M-rated ones. But I like downloaded it onto our like family computer, and it was like, oh, your graphics card sucks. You can't play this. So I went out to Best Buy. I spent my own money to buy $100 graphics card, and then had to learn how to install it myself, all while I was like 12 years old. So yeah, I'm pretty impressive, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically just like Legos.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
Except you can't wear socks while you're doing it.
Yeah, that was one thing he made me do. He made me touch something grounded every like minute.
Yeah, it's a little. It's a technophile joke for you, all you techno heads. I guess we could move into my next topic that I had here. Music.
What's that?
Sean, you play music sometimes.
Sometimes, every day of
Yeah.
my life.
Every single day now.
Yeah.
I know you weren't playing for a little while.
Yeah, like 2-3 years. Not very much.
Oh yikes! I thought you meant just like not at all.
No, well, barely at all.
But so you're somebody who showed me a little bit about how to play the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we give people a little bit of a demonstration of how good you play guitar.
Oh my god, dude! You
What?
couldn't have tuned it beforehand.
Oh, is it out of tune?
Yeah, it's very out of tune.
There we go.
Still a little bit out, but close enough.
Anyway, so as you can see, Sean is qualified to. Oh, Dad, nobody's gonna be able to hear me. That's not better. So as you can see, Sean's qualified to talk about music.
I guess.
But Sean, what I wanted to talk to you specifically about, you tend to lean more towards the metal side, I suppose, correct?
I mean, I like metal a lot. I like a lot of things. I would probably list metal first amongst the things I like, but I like a lot of stuff.
What would you list second, third, and fourth?
So I like metal. I like rock. I like grunge, classic rock.
Kidding.
Huh?
I was so kidding.
Okay, prog rock. You know,
Great.
little bit of jazz. Not like Mike. I hate freeform jazz, but
You don't like freeform jazz?
no, it's garbage.
I think it's interesting. But what got you into music to begin with?
Well, I was a really fucking boring kid. Cause like,
Tell me about it.
so like, you know, when you were younger, everybody's like, "Oh, what kind of music you like?" I would be the kid that said, "Oh, I don't." What do you mean? I don't really listen to music.
Really?
Yeah,
I find that very hard.
I was that kid. And then my aunt, for one Christmas, got me a big boombox
And Kids Bop.
and Bon Jovi, "Slippery When Wet," and I listened to that a lot. And then I got the Shrek soundtrack. I listened to that a lot. So I started listening to that some more. You know, Guitar Hero came out. I was playing Guitar Hero. Didn't really know any of the songs on it, but I was listening to some, and then I found one.
Oh, the song one.
Well, I was gonna say I found one song that I really like, but it was one. You know.
Oh, I'm familiar.
Yeah,
I know
so then I
Metallica.
started listening to some more Metallica, and then some more Metallica, and then some more Metallica.
You haven't stopped.
And I haven't stopped.
That's such a weird introduction to music, Bon Jovi, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
he's good.
You think so?
Yeah, you know.
I don't know. I think I only like one Bon Jovi song, and it's
You definitely like more than one.
it's "Wanted Dead or Alive."
You like Wanted Dead or Alive. You like, what's that song?
"Living on a Prayer."
Living on a
Do
Prayer.
not like "Living on a Prayer."
Well, there's something wrong with you. You like, I can't remember the name of any of his...
Because they're not that great.
No, they are that great. The best song he ever wrote is called, I can't remember what it's called. Runaway. Runaway is the best song.
I don't
ever.
know that I've heard that one.
You have heard it.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. So the way people feel about Def Leppard is the way I feel about Bon Jovi.
That's true, because Def Leppard is super overrated.
But I love Def Leppard.
Oh.
I know they're not good, And
I wouldn't say they're not good.
All right,
they're just, you know,
they're cheesy.
The rest of the competition's got a leg up on them,
Or an
arm
arm.
up.
So, I made that joke to somebody. It was at improv. I forget why. Oh, we did it during one of my improv shows. Somebody came out. My buddy Roddy came out and was talking about. I said something about Def Leppard. He's like, "Hey man, it's me, the drummer. I just got hit by a bus." I was like, "Actually, it was a motorcycle accident."
It's funny because he lost an arm.
Yeah, he did. But hey, he makes it work, or made it work. Is he dead now?
I don't think so.
Hey,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know a whole lot about Def Leppard.
Me neither. I just know that they're kind of like the cheesy like anthem rock that you would like hear at baseball games.
Yeah, I'm not huge on hair metal.
Yeah. Well, is Kiss considered hair metal?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they're not exclusively considered hair metal. I would probably call them classic rock first, but they also fit the hair metal bill.
Because I was joking with my new team for improv that we should all paint our faces like Kiss one night, and I called Peter Chris because I wanted to be a cat.
Comedy.
And then I impressed everybody with my knowledge about the different personas of the Kiss members, like Gene Simmons, the Demon, and Starman, whose name I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Kiss, honestly.
So I think my I don't really know what my introduction was necessarily. My dad used to play. Are you familiar with Andrea Bocelli?
The violin guy?
No, he's a blind Italian singer / like piano player, and he does like really like dramatic, like kind of almost like classical kind of songs.
Opera?
More or less, yeah. It's pretty operatic, but he used to play that on Sundays when he would make pancakes, because we have pancakes every morning on Sundays, and then we'd alternate between bacon and scrapple as the side.
I love scrapple, dude.
But he would play that. He would play Celine Dion a lot. So that was like my initial introduction to music. But then, like, my uncle would take me out to movies and stuff because he was my godfather, and he would always have MGK on in the car.
Yeah, I grew up on MGK. I always liked whenever me and my dad would drive around late at night, and then like Elton John or Genesis, you know, that would come on. That stuff stuck with me.
I know. I really liked Tarzan when it came out.
Yeah.
Because of Phil Collins. That was like, I think my first introduction to like Phil Collins and Genesis was through Tarzan, which probably makes sense for a lot of people like our age. Because I don't think anybody... What year did Tarzan come out? That had to be like 2001, 2000?
I have no idea.
We were probably like 5 or 6, but... I thought Phil Collins was the coolest guy, because I was like, wait, he's a drummer? And he sings? He can't do both! You pick one or the other! And like, at the time in grade school, I was playing the snare drum in our school band. So I was like, I could be Phil Collins. Colin Phils!
Comedy.
Alright.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Music's a big part of my life.
That's pretty cool. Who are your, like, music heroes?
Besides Metallica, which is like
even though
90% of it.
They hate piracy. They hate people doing what they want and having fun.
No, they don't. Alright, so...
Are you sure? Lars Ulrich seems really mad. He shut down Napster.
Yeah, because not just them, every artist was getting robbed, dude.
Listen, I'm playing devil's advocate.
Alright, so I agree with Metallica. Like, they're literally just getting robbed.
Yeah. But they're rich and famous.
But it's not just them. It was like small artists are getting robbed. Everybody. It's hard for an up and coming person to try to start selling music because it was just gonna go for free. No, like, would you listen to a small band if it was all for free? Of course you would.
Yeah.
Would you buy their music?
Well,
maybe.
I guess,
but not if you don't have to.
Yeah, the argument could be made. Maybe you listen to it for free, you get really into the band, and it's like, all right, I want to pay money to support them.
I mean, yeah, and you could still do that.
How do you do that if Lars Ulrich won't let you download his music?
No, but like, I don't know, dude. I'm just a big Metallica fanboy. What do you want me to say?
That's fair. I'm just trying to, not take your side, because you're definitely right. Like, it's literally theft.
That's the thing. It's right, and I still would have done it. Everybody would have done it.
It's especially hard now because I know artists have had problems with Spotify where, like, I pay, like $11 a month to listen to as much music as I want. So, like, I'm not directly paying for albums or anything that goes to creators. But then Spotify is only giving, like, a small percentage back to the music makers.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, we're not stealing it, but we're also not helping the problem by just using Spotify all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, you can only go so far. Like, what are you gonna do? They're just gonna go back to releasing vinyls only for everything?
Yeah.
Like, we're not going backwards.
I think what I've seen that's offset it is, what's come up a lot about the millennial generation is that we're not spending money on physical items or, like, property. We're spending it on, like, events and experiences. So I think where bands and artists now are kind of generating their revenue is from their concerts. So I feel like
merch is their
merch
number one.
too, yeah. But I think concerts are kind of becoming like bigger and bigger spectacles. I mean,
definitely.
Naturally, as like technology and stuff improves. But
I got like 6 concerts coming up. I'm so excited.
You already have tickets for all?
Yeah, I've spent a lot of money in the past couple of months.
Oh my god, I spent a lot of money in the past week.
What did you buy?
I bought a lot of stuff that I needed, like had needed for a while, because I had to get a new water bottle because my beloved water bottle broke. My 48 ouncer, which, if you don't know how big 48 ounces is, neither did I when I bought it. I got Trevor a toy that he doesn't like. I got, I needed Amiibo. I had to buy some Amiibo.
You needed that.
Yeah.
You didn't really need the water, but...
They're Animal Crossing Amiibo. And I got this ottoman over there that I'm storing stuff in. Mostly costumes. I have a lot of costumes. But
I prefer Bulgarian.
Pardon?
Like the Empire.
We're gonna cut that joke. That was a
comedy!
I had a train of thought and I lost it.
You're welcome.
Damn it. I don't remember. What were we talking about?
Buying stuff. So I went on Amazon last week to buy my friend a mug because I thought it was funny. And then I bought $400 worth of recording equipment.
$400?
And a mug.
What recording equipment do you... I know you got, like, the audio condenser.
I got the audio interface. I got a microphone with a stand. Pair of headphones. I got what else did I got? I got a webcam. A couple extra cables. I got a power supply that I ended up not actually needing. But I still might need it because I might get another microphone. Because it has 2 inputs and I only have 1 microphone right now.
You know what you could do?
What?
I don't know if this is a thing yet on Twitch. You watch more Twitch than I do, but...
I just started, yeah.
You could probably make a Twitch channel where you just, like, sit and jam.
I was thinking about it.
If you're practicing, like, playing, you could just, like, stream yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If your, like, recording equipment's good enough. I bet people will watch the hell out of that.
I'm working up to it. I'm really trying to get more into music. I've been trying to write more songs, trying to write stuff, practice more.
If you need a singer.
Yeah, do you want to?
I could be your singer.
Sing
I've been here. You want me to sing? What do you want me to sing?
Sing anything in the world right now.
Anything in the world? Why can't I think of a song?
That is really unfair.
All right,
I hate when somebody's like, "Oh, play a song." And I forget every song I've ever learned.
I've been doing a lot of Frank Sinatra recently,
mm-hmm.
So I feel like, "Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars."
I used to know that.
Let me see what spring is like on a Jupiter and Mars. In other words... Oh, I could do... Here's a character I've been waiting to debut.
Where's he from?
Do you know scenes from an Italian restaurant?
Yeah.
Can you play it?
No, but if you give me like a minute, I can learn it.
No, it's 3 parts.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to do that in a minute.
Yeah, good.
Okay, whatever. Never mind. But, I came up with this character. Oh, I was telling you about it.
Yeah, no, I know. I was just telling you.
I forgot.
I figured you were doing it for them.
Bottle of red, a bottle of white.
No
It all
way.
depends upon your
Do not tell me.
appetite.
That is a guy that likes Billy Joel, and he's from Chicago.
I'll meet you anytime you want at our Italian restaurant.
How does he come up with these? Oh my god.
The best part is, this is a character I do in the car whenever Scenes from Italian Restaurant comes on my Spotify. But when it gets to like the saxophone parts, I'm always like, and then like the woes, he's always like a second too early. So it's like, oh,
very Chris Farley.
Fuck, it is Chris Farley. Hey, move over, Melissa McCarthy. Yeah, you should do that. Oh, I remember what my question was.
Mm-hmm.
Why in Guitar Hero?
Why are you here?
Is Lars Ulrich's the guy who's named Lars? Why is he dressed up like Gene Simmons?
He's not dressed up like Gene Simmons. He's dressed up like a black metal guy.
Like Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons isn't black metal.
Yeah, but Lars Ulrich's never.
Look up the band. Paint. Look up the band. I think they're called Immortal.
Is that the whole name? I think they're called Immortal.
No, just Immortal. Band. They're the meme guys. Look up the pictures.
That's him.
Yeah, that's him. Wait, now search Immortal Woods. Immortal Band Woods.
Oh, is this Borderlands?
I don't know. I don't know what that is. Looks like.
What the hell? Yeah, this is Borderlands.
Oops.
This was great video content.
Where's the... Either way, it's funny. They just like do photo shoots in the middle of the woods.
Are they an actual band?
Yeah, they're a band. They're a black metal band. I've been getting more into black metal.
I can't do that. I mean...
No, I don't blame you. It's bad.
Oh man. If you wanna audition right now, I know the perfect song.
Okay.
Ride the tiger! You can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. Oh, don't you see what I mean? Little Tenacious D for you. That's that song from Tenacious D.
I don't want to audition.
I love that that's the song that he chose to come in with.
What?
No, like actually the movie. He was like, I'm gonna audition with a Ronnie James Dio song.
Oh yeah, in the movie. Yeah. That's one of my favorite movies.
That's a really great movie.
That's a really great movie.
God, I had a dream. I had a dream last night, and it might be because I was like scrolling through YouTube before going to bed.
Before you continue, can I just ask you one question?
Yes.
Are you one of those guys that said, I had a dream last night, but you didn't? It was just something you were thinking about, and you wanted to play it off as if you had a dream last night?
This was an actual dream I had.
Okay.
So I had a dream that I was at Jack Black's house.
Jablinski?
So I had seen he uploaded a new video before going to bed, and I also saw on his Instagram yesterday, he posted a video of a bunch of pictures with him and his wife, because it was his wife's, or it's their 14-year anniversary.
He has a wife?
Yeah, she's very pretty.
I thought he was married to Kyle.
No, he's got 2 kids, too.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So I had this dream that I was in his house. I met with him briefly, and his wife was, like, taking me around on a tour of their house. Beautiful villa. And that was the whole dream, was just me walking around Jack Black's house. I think he kept... Because I had listened to Conan O'Brien's podcast, and he had Jack Black on, and they were talking about how Jack Black went to Jack White's house in Tennessee, but he wasn't allowed to like take any pictures or like tell anybody really about it too much, because he's like, that's Jack White's Graceland. Like when he dies, he's gonna open it as a museum probably. So I think I was thinking about that, because in the dream Jack Black kept being like, no pictures, no pictures.
How was Conan O'Brien's podcast? Because I feel like he's a really funny guy, but I've only ever seen his like clips on YouTube.
His podcast is actually really great. It's kind of what my inspiration for the new Monday Night Tonight has been, because he just like brings on celebrities that he likes and just talks with them. Like there's no like talking points or agenda. He's just like, I'm just gonna sit down and talk with Jack Black about anything. And it seems like most people in the industry really respect him, mostly because he's been around forever and because he hasn't really had the best luck in, I guess, the entertainment industry, but he still makes it work with whatever he's got.
Screwed over. I do think he's funnier than any of the other TV. The only one that came close was Stephen Colbert, but not since he got his new show.
I think he's filling a role though in the late night industry, which is like keeping people informed. Because I know like Seth Meyers does a little bit of politics.
I do like Seth Meyers, but I don't watch him very much. Like I don't like Jimmy Fallon. I don't like Jimmy Kimmel.
I hate Jimmy Fallon so much. I can't stand him.
It's not that I can't stand him. I just don't really like him. Jimmy Kimmel, I don't like.
I don't think his show's great. I respect him as a person because he seems like a genuinely really nice guy.
Who? Jimmy
Kimmel. Because he had this whole issue not too long ago. Like,
kind of an asshole.
Soon after Trump got elected, his son got hit with he had a heart disease, and his son was only 2 or 3 years old. So he started speaking out about health coverage change or healthcare change, because he would go to these hospital visits with his son, and he would see all these other sick kids that their families couldn't afford the care that they needed. And he went on a show completely in tears, this is fucked up that our country, the greatest country in the world, can't afford to help keep kids alive.
Yeah, that's true, but he does cry a lot on TV.
Yeah, I guess he is a little bit of a crier.
Hey, me too, man.
He has a 27-year-old daughter. Do you believe that?
I guess I don't know a lot about him.
He doesn't look all that old.
He's 50 something, dude.
He's got it. But I'm a big Stephen Colbert guy.
I really liked him on the Colbert Report.
Yeah, that was.
But it's funny because then he was playing a character, and now he's not. But it feels kind of the other way around. Maybe it's just because I grew up on the other one.
Yeah, because I've followed him pretty as closely as I could for a while. Pardon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a picture of him right over there that I drew myself next to my bed. But he, I always love interviews or episodes that he has when he has Steve Carell on, because they've been friends forever, and they both did improv together in Chicago, got hired on at the Dana Carvey show together, and their trajectories kind of split after the Daily Show, where Steve Carell got famous in movies and doing serious stuff, and then Steve Colbert got more famous just doing TV stuff. But I always find it interesting when they come back together, because they look like just two friends giggling while they're on television, we're friends. I don't know. I think he's a really good guy, and he's doing the world a service, even if he should probably cut back on some of the Trump jokes because it's getting old at this point.
Yeah, let's just not even talk about that. You know who I think is politics? You know who's really funny in movies, but I feel like every interview I've ever seen from him, he's just not that funny. Will Ferrell.
That's actually funny you said. Did you watch his Hot Ones interview? Is that what?
Yeah, actually, I just did watch that. I can't remember now, but I feel like it didn't make me laugh that much.
Because I feel like he hasn't really done interviews as himself in a very long time. And now that he's coming out, because he was on Colbert a couple times, but the first time he came on and brought wildlife animals with him as a joke, and then the second time he came on was Ron Burgundy and was fully in character.
He's super sketch comedy. Yeah.
But now he's been doing interviews just as himself, and it's kind of cool to see, because he's just a normal he's kind of like a normal dad. Yeah, he's very boring. He was on Hot Ones and he's just eating these wings oh golly, these are really, really but he seems really nice.
Yeah, he's nice. I'm not trying to say anything bad about him.
Yeah, he so I think the reason he's more focused on sketch stuff is he said in his Hot One interview that at the comedy, I guess, school that he kind of studied at and performed at, they didn't do a lot of improv. They were more focused on writing sketches and learning to write sketches for yourself. And then of course he went through SNL for however many years, so he's more of if the script is good, then I'll do my best to make it work. But I don't think he improvises a lot.
I don't think so either.
He's not the kind of improviser I hate to say it, Melissa McCarthy or even Kristen Wiig, where like they take like the bare bones script and then they'll be like, all right, I'll try and add my own little flavor onto it. I think he just goes in and reads the script and then like maybe emphasizes little things funny.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, improv is like really hard. I mean,
Yeah,
you
well, it's
probably
pretty
know,
easy
but,
for me.
well, looks pretty hard. Because like it's one thing to just be funny. Like I'm here right now, I can be funny. I can make a joke or two, you know. But like to do it all the time and do something different every time, because you can't make the same jokes, because then it's not funny. You have to like constantly be fun. Well, you shouldn't.
Well, the thing is, it's a lot of problems that like people who are newer in improv have is that they think that every line that they say has to be funny. But what's more important is establishing like a reality to the scene. Because if you just go in and you're like, we're in Pickle Canyon and we're all wacky and wild, like nobody's gonna care. Because it's more about creating a scene first, not necessarily thinking of what's gonna be the funniest thing to do.
Did you watch You season 2?
No, I haven't watched You season 1.
Well, you should, but I was gonna say I think one of the funniest things in the world is when people make fun of improv comedy.
Oh, God. I've been mad. I've been talking to Alex about it at work because I'm watching the show Lucifer, and there's a character on it who, through the first season, he goes through like a like kind of sad divorce, and then the second season he starts doing improv to like kind of pick himself back up. And he's like, I feel like improv forces me to kind of like step out of myself and like really look at myself from a distance. But then they do these things that aren't improv and call it improv. Like they're doing a scene and he kind of, after like a month of classes, he starts teaching one. And I'm like, that's not how that works. And he goes, okay, let's get a suggestion for a scenario, which also isn't how it works. Because the woman's like, there's a giraffe at the zoo and it's giving birth. Like, that's not how you do an improv scene.
I love that.
But then they like make fun of improv later on where they're like, yes, and it's like, okay, ha, funny. And then the dude has to like lie to somebody who like, looks like those improv classes really paying off. Like, that's not how that works. It makes me so mad.
Comedy.
My buddy Jimmy, we did improv together in college, and then he did it first at the theater that I'm at now, but he used to get so mad whenever we would call ourselves improvers, because he would always say, it's improvisers. And then we'd like come out on stage during our college shows and be like, hey, we're the St. Joe's improvers team. Oh, man. What are we at? Oh, my God, we're at 40 minutes.
Are we?
Yeah, we have
I hear people out there.
We have a little bit of time, because I had...
What else you got?
I had one thing, but I also wanted to play a game.
Okay.
So do you want to talk about this at all?
I'm not going to look. You have to either bring it up or not bring it up.
So we can talk about what it's like working with a friend. This is like a more serious topic, or we can play a fun game. You do. Oh, no.
Yeah, I like Angel.
Is that the new guy?
Yeah, I was talking to him. I have to kind of talk to him with Google Translate most of the time.
Oh,
like, I know a little bit of Spanish, and he knows like a little bit of English, so we can kind of sometimes do it without Translate, but...
So you can say yes and no to each
No,
other?
no, we can say more than that, but like, for complicated sentences, we definitely need more. And it's a lot of like gestures. Like, whenever I say like a word that he doesn't know, I'll just like guitar. Guitar. That's a bad one because it's just guitar, but you know.
But like he knows what he's doing, at least like in terms of the job.
He's actually really smart. He's only 26, which he looks like he's about 35.
Really?
So.
Oh no!
I didn't know that. I found out he was 26. He's been here for like 9 months or something.
Oh wow.
But he did like control systems and like programming and like relays and intervals and all that stuff over in Ecuador, which is like if he were to do that here, like, and he like spoke English, he'd be making like, you know, 80,000 a year, easy.
Wow.
Easy, or more.
Why don't you teach him English?
Well, okay, so we're teaching each other a little bit. Like the other day, I bought him lunch 3 days in a row, and I said, hey Angel, I'm gonna teach you some English, okay? Listen to this one. Where's my fucking money? And he goes, I don't understand. I go, you owe me dinero.
That's pretty good. No, I mean, maybe, be like, hey, pay me like $50 a week, and we could like take time and
oh my god, dude,
learn English.
We're just gonna teach each other for fun. Like, I do actually really want to learn Spanish. I have the Rosetta Stone for Spanish, but I need to get a heads up.
The actual real Rosetta Stone?
Yeah, like V1 they found 4,000 years ago.
Crap, man, that's crazy. No, I was gonna ask. Maybe we don't need to talk about it. I guess we could talk about it.
You could ask me a more specific question.
Yeah. So something that I've thought about, working in like an office space, because like I work around, I guess, a good amount of people now, is and I watch a lot of sitcoms. What it's like dating in the workplace seems complicated because you see that person every day, and if things go wrong, you still have to see that person every day. But with you work with my roommate and friend and our friend Michael. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's kind of like being in a relationship where like you're friends outside of the job, but then you also, I guess you guys don't necessarily see each other every single day.
We barely work together anymore.
Yeah.
It is nice, like, is he listening?
Probably not.
I do prefer to work with Mike than anybody else. For a lot of reasons. First of all, we get along, we understand each other. Mm. We can make jokes, we can just talk about stuff. But, like, even when we're just working, it works better because we understand each other. We understand, like, how our brains work. You know what I mean? Like, so we work together very well. But, like, it's just good to have good company to work with, Like, mm-hmm. I like working with Mike. He's a good guy. And we have a lot of common, like, interests we talk about at lunch. Whereas, like, my boss, for example... I never talk to him ever. Unless he, like, directly speaks to me. I just don't talk to him. We have nothing in common.
I guess, well, you're both Irish.
No.
He's a little more Irish. Oh, right. Did I ever tell you that? when I was working at Blinds to Go, I had these two Irish gentlemen come in, and they were trying to get blinds for their bar in Havertown on City on the Township line. And they, I told them that, I said, my friend works for an electrician, and his boss told him that unless you're from Ireland, you're not Irish. And they said, who told you that? And they're like, that's not true. You're as Irish as anybody else. And they're like, what was his name? I said, nobody's gonna watch this. I said, Barry? They're like, Barry Hassan? I said, yeah. They go, oh, old Barry. And like, they knew him. And they're like, oh yeah, you can tell him to stuff it. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So just so you know, the other people in the Irish American community don't trust Barry either.
That's pretty funny.
I thought I told you that. Yeah, that was like the funniest day to me because I was working with this woman who's Jamaican. And she thought the whole experience was wild because it was these three white men all talking about their culture.
Old Hassie.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what they called him.
Hassie.
Hassie, yeah. So I thinking about what you said, I think it's different for us as a group of friends because we've known each other for over 10 years now. Mm-hmm. So I don't think we can't not be friends anymore. And we're back!
I'm not fucking friends with Mike. Cut that whole segment.
But I guess like if you're in like a workplace kind of like relationship, then you're not at that level of like being stuck with each other.
No, I mean I was about to say all my coworkers. I like most of them. I like the two new guys. I like them. I like Mike. Emmett's
fine.
Sometimes. He's a fucking cunt sometimes, dude.
Well, I know he's a little bit homophobic and a little bit racist.
He's a little bit a lot of things. He's just kind of an asshole sometimes.
What?
So, alright. There's so many different fucking stories I could tell about him. Do you want to hear a racist joke?
Oh, no. I'll have to cut it.
Maybe not.
Okay, go ahead.
He goes, that's class. And he walks away. I was like, wait, I didn't tell you the joke yet.
Oh no.
So that's the guy I work with.
I don't know if I can keep that in. It was really funny, but I don't think I can keep that in. Maybe I'll bleep it.
Whatever you want to do, man.
Damn it. That was really funny, but I don't think I can keep it in.
So that's the kind of guy I work with.
Alright,
Just an overall scumbag.
let's
Donegal bastard.
let's play a quick game. Because what are we at, 50 minutes? Yeah, we can play a quick game. So put these on.
Okay.
Because I have to cut 10 minutes worth of content. So
That's what you get when you interview me.
alright, I'm gonna have to put a blindfold on you because I don't trust you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on Spotify. I'm gonna play maybe like 5 seconds of a song, and I want to see if you can tell me what song it is based on the first like 5 seconds.
I won't cheat. I want to do this.
Now some of these I'm probably not gonna know a few of these because I want to try and get songs that you would know.
Mhm.
I'll try and go for ones that don't have like super long, quiet intros. All right. Let's do. Okay. Are you ready? You're not gonna be able to do that because the audio is gonna go through
Bad
to
tune anyway. Go
the
ahead.
record. All right. Well, you tuned it. Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the album.
Spirit of the Radio.
Spirit of Radio, but that's fine. Okay.
It's not Spirit of the Radio?
No, it's the Spirit of Radio.
Oh, okay. Separate ways.
Yeah. What's the parentheses title though?
Worlds apart.
Damn. Yeah. Okay. Good job.
Doing really easy ones, dude. Master of Puppets.
All right. Let me
Did
do
that
our.
from one note in.
Well, I don't want to pick a song that you wouldn't know at all.
We'll try it. Maybe I'll know
Okay.
it. I don't know the song.
You don't know that
It
song?
sounded like
Jack White has an uncredited feature on this song.
I don't know.
It's Danger High Voltage by Electric Six. This one's a deep cut.
Okay. I like it deep. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, Dragon Attack Queen.
Yeah. I guess it's not that deep a cut.
Testament does a great cover of that. I don't know that song.
My Fairy King, also by Queen.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of ones that have like weird intros. Oh, here we go.
Hell's Bells probably, but I would need a little bit more time.
It is All the Bells.
Oh, I know this one. Arabella?
That is Arabella. Yeah, I didn't think you would know Arctic Monkeys.
I like Arctic Monkeys.
Let's do, oh, here we go. This one's a weird one.
This is Beatles. I know that song. Beatles, is it?
Do you want me to play it again?
Yeah, give me one more. I know it's gonna be wrong. I want to say Yellow Submarine.
Nah, I'm the Walrus.
I am the Walrus, yes.
That one has a really weird intro. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is a really good band. I've gone past the two that I said we would do.
Well now, we call this the act of mating, but there are several other...
I don't know that.
That's The Bad Touch by the Bloodhound Gang.
Never heard of them.
You never heard Bloodhound Gang?
No. It sounds familiar, but... Oh, okay.
Oh, you don't know this one?
I know I'm gonna know it as soon as you say it, but I can't think of it.
Think 2009.
No, I could tell you.
It's probably earlier than that.
I just can't. Like, I get all those songs mixed up. Honestly.
1985, Bowling for Soup. Here we go. You might not know this one.
I don't know that one.
That's Shake Me Down by Cage the Elephant.
Oh.
I thought you would know that. Okay, this is for all the marbles, Sean.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Is it Wishing Well?
No, it's Call Me Maybe! Carly Rae Jepsen!
Oh, yeah, I never really listened to that song.
Alright. We gotta end on a high note. Oh, here we go. Okay. This one. This is for all the marbles. This is the real last one.
I haven't seen these marbles. Sounded familiar.
I'll give it to you one more time.
Keep going. No, you only give me a little bit longer.
All right, I'll give you 5 more seconds.
Is it
I don't know if I can play anymore without getting
Is
in
it
trouble.
Black Crows?
Oh, Sean, it's higher by Creed.
Creed, yeah.
God, come on, it has to be a high note. That was a weak fart.
Well, what higher note can you get than the higher? Cut that.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that. We're gonna cut that.
A lot of these
Alright.
last songs you've been playing I've heard before, but I don't know the name of them.
All right, this one I'm gonna let play for a while because it starts out really slow.
Is it Tusk?
It is Tusk.
Yeah.
We did it. That one takes a while to get going. If you only listen to 5 seconds, you would have no idea what it is.
Yeah, I was gonna guess it was. Last night I dreamt somebody loved me by the Smiths.
No, never
Starts
heard of
out
that.
very similarly.
Never heard that. Well, Sean, thank you for coming on.
Hey, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a
Our
pleasure.
nice 20-minute conversation.
Yeah, we cut a lot of that out. I guess I have to go figure out a D&D
Yeah, probably.
adventure for today. I have time. Jake still has to
You can
show
let
up
me be
late,
DM.
and then pardon.
You can let me be DM.
If you want DM today, you can.
Really?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
Do you got anything planned?
Yeah.
Sure. What are you gonna do?
Well, I can't let you know if you're gonna be a player.
If you want to DM today, that's fine. I'll let you do
I'll
it.
DM today.
All right. Well, we're gonna head out because we have a game to go play, and
Call it what it is.
it's Dungeons and Dragons. I already said that, didn't
Okay.
I? Okay.
I don't know.
Thanks for tuning in. This was recorded previously.
Somebody tuned in?
Well, after the fact. I think this is
Fingers
episode
crossed.
15.
Oh, wow.
So next week is going to be the last episode of season 2.
Aren't I supposed to pick who comes on next?
No, we stopped that because it got
Start
derailed.
it again.
Next season we're doing. So I'll announce this because I'm going to try. Next season I'm going to get all my guests ahead of time, like before I start with the first episode, and each guest has to bring a friend on for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
So maybe if you want to come on season 3,
Two,
which will be in April, we'll start up again. Bring a friend.
This is season 2?
This is season 2.
Oh.
Each season's 8
I knew
episodes.
that. Yeah, I knew that.
No, you didn't. Yeah, so next season we'll start probably in April. I'm going to take March off to get things together and to take a break. Because not next week, but the week after, I start my improv shows every Wednesday. If you're in the Philadelphia area, Philly Improv Theater, Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock in March and April. After that, I don't know what time they're going to be at. They haven't told us yet. But Wednesday nights, come see Real Creeps. That's our team name.
I thought you were the improvers.
No, we're Real Creeps. The
yeah.
Improvers, Real Creeps. But that's our show. Oh, if you liked it, the Discord link will be down in the bottom because it wasn't on screen for this. If you can go in there, there's a Q&A if you want to ask questions.
And if you didn't like it, go fuck yourself.
There's I think next season it'll be more useful because I'll announce who the next guest is going to be ahead of time, so you can ask them questions down there. If you want to just chat, you can use that Discord. It should be open to everybody. So if you want to just go in and chat, I'll probably be in there.
I'll do it. I just downloaded Discord.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to try and do live streams next season as well, so that way people can interact in real time. We'll see what happens, but hey,
Alright,
that's
I
life.
gotta take a shit.
You too?
I'm gonna bounce.
I had a latte and it's making me really poopy.
I had a lot today,
Alright,
too.
thanks everybody.